What's up? Welcome to Casa de Cranwell. So we're back for full day training with a couple of the boys down at Rip Gym. So we're here at the bar, but not the sort of bar that I wish I was at. We're at the pre-workout bar. So about to go to the gym, and this is the company that sponsored me, Fireball Labs, and I've been using their products now for well over a year. Now, their sort of flagship pre-workout is this one here, Jawbreaker. So I've been using this, but it's ultra potent. So if any of you like stim heads out there, check this one out. Now, I am a bit of a fairy and can only take half a scoop and I am away. So that is one that I would use, and I'm going to use today on days where you're really dragging your heels and you're feeling like you're a bit exhausted, but you're not tired through lack of sleep. It's just, you know, you've had a hard day at work or you've been really busy. Sometimes you need to like wake yourself up, and that's when a pre-workout I think should be used. So don't get in the habit of relying on them every day. Some people, and a lot of people, I've fallen foul to it before in the past, just use them because you almost rely on that jacked up buzz they give you, but after a period of time that stops. So how do you mitigate that? And you really just want to use them when you need them, and that's probably about 2 to 3 times a week if you're training, say, 5 times in a week. So today's little concoction is going to be shaker, obviously. Now, people use as much water as they want. Some people like to neck them like shots. I'm just going to use about 200 ml of water. I'd rather drink it like a drink, and I tend to drink that on the way to the gym. So Jawbreaker comes with a little scoop. As I say, I'm going to go with just sort of over half a scoop, so feeling frisky today. And that's another pre-workout they do called Incinerator, and that's much more mild, and that's a great fat burner as well. It's got some ingredients for fat loss. I tend to use that before cardio, but I will use that on a different training day. And then with the pre-workout, I'll always mix glutamine, and I have 2 scoops of that, which is about 10 grams. So 2 of them go in there. Oh, fluffing all over the place. And then creatine, the old staple creatine. Now that has been around but shown the test of time, creatine. So I'll always put in 3 grams of creatine, which is about a level scoop of that. And away you go. So shake that up and then off to the gym we go. But don't leave the house without having my planned food for the day. So Healthy Living Kitchen is my go-to for prep company, and they're fantastic. They're only about £3.50 a meal. Calorie control, look, 230 calories. Really good. Now I use these at the moment. I'm dieting, so the carbs are low, and I choose their meat and vegetable ones. So they do an Asian style beef with vegetables. So that's going in the cool bag, and 2 chicken breast and vegetables also going in there. And then what I'll add to them meals really is just some of this. If anyone's interested in going low carb, you should always add some healthy fats back in to give you some sort of energy. So I'll put a spoonful of that on each of the meals. And don't forget your salt. And that is 3 meals sorted for the rest of the day. So I'm at Rip Gym, one of my favourite gyms in Basildon, Essex. Come and check it out. But I'm here with 2 of my beefy training partners. So Robbie's back from the old days. He lives in Canada now. He's come to help me in my final peak week. And my big mate over here, if you don't know him already, as one of the strongest guys in Essex. He's going to help me push me through this final week. So what have we got to train today, Warren?
I think we'll do a little bit of chest, a little bit of shoulders and stuff. Get you nice and warmed up, get your hair all nice and greased up, you know, and make your head look nice. Yeah, let's get those veins up, shall we? Let's see the veins. Yeah. I want to see the veins up his nostrils, that's what I want to see.
I just want to make through the set without feeling exhausted. After Warren's one of the coaches down here that does posing, so he's going to pick me up on my posing that we'll do at the end of the session. So it should be a good session. Both of these guys are really strong. I feel weak as a kitten, but let's just get through it and see where we come out at the end.
Squeeze it up. stretching it down to the neck. Stretch, 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 stretch. Right.
Don't try this at home, children. Don't. This is a Robbie exclusive. It's not seen in any textbook. This is his exercise.
Throat crusher.
Throat crusher, that's the one, yeah. See if you can let it touch your chest. Touch the neck, touch the neck. If you can, then stretch out those chest and shoulders.
Try.
Perfect.
I've got a massive Adam's apple.
You haven't you? You'll be a shit drag queen, you wouldn't.
Saying nothing, my flexibility is terrible.
Honestly, like my arms as far back as they'll go.
Really?
It's like something stopping them.
You're not very flexible, mate.
It's almost like the muscle stopping it.
Let's see what you're saying then.
Let's see how flexible he is.
Yeah.
How was that, Neil?
You're both.
So what was that? Like, what even was that, people? Question and answers, please, below on the comment. Like, if you've ever tried that at home.
Should be stressful. Should be stressful. Nice and relaxed.
I am relaxed.
I thought I looked like this. When he's doing it, I thought I looked like that.
I think it'd be easier if I had my hands wider. Nah, it's not. It's not.
Rose gonna start going way on.
I can feel everything stretching and popping.
Actually, that's how I like.
Is that a good sign?
Probably not.
Yeah, the funky chicken exercise.
Funky chicken, that's what we
That
call
was
it.
in Arnold's encyclopedia. That
Oh, was it? Oh, I didn't know that. I look like Arnold.
This looks like me and you're going to really struggle.
Can you just zoom in on his fingernails, please? Like, this just tells you what sort of person we're training with.
Yeah.
Who goes to the gym
Do yours later.
with finger paint?
I've got one hand painted above that as well.
Is that your special hand, that one?
That's what.
No, actually, this is not that bad an exercise, Rob. That
one that he
feels
actually
like it's benefiting me in the stretch.
It's almost like that machine there, isn't it? Shoulder raise.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's on your
The
back.
angle's different, isn't it?
Yeah, the angle's different.
Prefer this one to the neck breaker.
This one, yeah, the neck breaker is odd. This you feel it open up, stretches your chest.
Just keep that in sort of touching there, and then get those elbows to your ears. Relax your grip. Get that good stretch.
As far as it goes.
There you go. Fair enough. So just take that round to there, lovely, and then you're kind of taking it back round to kind of like there. So keep that relaxed. Keep that nice and relaxed on the body. Now literally let it rest there. Come round, elbows around, elbows up to your ears. Elbows up to the ears. As far as they go. Stretch, 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 stretch. Feel it all in there. On the side there. Feel it?
A little bit, not too much though. No.
You probably need to go heavier there, right?
Yeah.
Just get that stretch all the way back. So get this part there, get that kind of turned out and back there. A bit more? Anything? Feeling anything yet?
You're being flexible there, and you can see that.
Yeah. This is what you get when you got a rugby player.
Just relaxing, you know, having a little relax and just stretching my arms like all the way down. Having some fun, get those nipples out for the lads, you know what I mean? Lovely. Oh, look at that. Oh, so sexy. Oh, I think I'll do one more. One more. Oh.
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check.
One of Robbie's do not try this at home exercises. Honestly, like they're worth videoing just because you'll never see them done anywhere in the world. And if you ask me what they're actually training, I've got no idea. I'm just doing it because for once someone's training me. At least he goes back to Canada next week, you know.
Did you feel that, Neil?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Great.
Down here.
Come on, Warren, I want to be able to see those little nipples poking up at me. Big, happy, smiley face nipples, that's what we're looking for.
Check, I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
This is for how not to do a chest press. This is called a quarter range movement. And how to bounce than engage your chest muscle.
That's the one.
Let's get ready for Friday night.
50.
I've done this before with years ago. And I think it's
60.
Yeah, pumps it forward, innit?
70.
oh, when the train comes out of the station, you know he's
80.
in trouble.
90.
Just come out.
100. Yep. Oh, that's fun. That's a warm up. There you go.
Quarter rep, not 8.
Yeah, look, there we go. But push with the bottom 2 fingers so you get more chesties.
Well, this bit.
Bottom 2. Just by turning the hand yeah, rather than you go with the other. How many's that anyway?
60.
Oh, good. Shall we 10, mate?
80. 90.
Nice.
Easy. Nothing for me. Dust myself off.
That's a warm up.
Warren will find this easy.
Yeah. That's nice, Warren. Relax your grip a little bit, mate. Just stretch on the base of that chest. Lovely. Bottom 2 fingers, mate. Squeeze that chest through. Perfect. You got it. You got it. Keep it on the chest. That's lovely.
When I was doing that, I felt like the back of my shoulders was jamming. It was like that because I'm quite tight.
Yeah.
Because it's a bouncy movement, I just felt like my back of the shoulders was just jamming it forward.
Just turn. You got to turn.
Yeah, is that what you noticed that as well?
It's like the tightness from your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to drop here. Just keep. That's why I said push with these 2, because then it just keeps it on the chest. If you do too much with these 2 here at the top, you'll stay in the shoulders. That's why you get the jam. So you want to just go under there and just kind of squeeze through. Get the problem.
You're very soft.
I'm very
You're like marshmallow.
Yeah, I'm like Mr. Marshmallow, man. That's me.
Me and Ryan are like Warren are like solid.
Yeah, you're solid. Do you know what I mean? I've got tits like a woman. That's the difference, all right? Even nails like a woman as well.
I want the money, the power, respect, and I heard you know so-and-so. You not a threat, cause I really know so-and-so. They like my family, so they go pretend that they cool till they bust at your motherfucking chest. I'm getting gutter, my flow been like butter, my check in the bank. They see the number. All of my haters feel 1 of 2 ways. Really upset or they show some respect.
Do a little drop set.
I did, yeah, man.
2. 3. Dig, dig, dig. 4. 1 more. Yep. Yeah, that's one. You see that vein popping out on his forehead? Just the one vein, mind you. Now look like a little double vein there. See the old double vein in the forehead? Looks like a tree. Do you feel that, mate?
Feel getting a head pump.
I'm not sure what. I've got my Yoda shirt on. See? Got Yoda. You like my Yoda shirt, don't you? You wish you had one, don't you?
I can't even think about it. I've been up, so read about it. No beat around it, straight to it, no ring around it. You coming for me, we'll see about it. We'll never see it when I get my feet up. 100 meters where I run the fee up. And go ka-ching and onomatopoeia. I had to re-up on a reel, so you stay the feeder. And put it back into the bit, cause I don't really need it. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me. My attorney gon' call and collect.
No, the ego fly. Ego fly.
They just take it here and they just pound through. You're going to have to probably go to about the 30s to feel it.
Definitely, this is how not to do a fly.
Yeah.
When you teach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll be doing a video later how to do correct form. But for now, don't copy what I do. Do what I say.
See the difference though? Look at all these, look at all the arthritis going through. But you just want to allow the weight to just stretch you forward. You just want to let it take
You're letting that stretch then try and come under that circle.
Imagine you've got a fat bird and you try and get your arms out there.
That's it, you got it. That's all coming up nice.
Trying to arc sort of forward a little.
Perfect. Yeah.
So it pushes out.
That's it. Squeeze. What's the difference between purple and pink? Any idea? The grip.
The grip. The grip. It's nice. So refreshing for me just to be training with two guys that love training in the last stages where you're really tired and you don't really want to train. So it's making this a really enjoyable session like they used to be before I started prepping. So nice to have that back. Last couple of workouts today and tomorrow will be, thank God, a lot easier with these guys.
That's his granddad. Why don't you ever go down on grandma anymore? And you know what he said to me? He said, Rob, have you ever opened a grilled cheese sandwich?
That's the worst dad joke I've ever heard.
Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I had to put all their egos in check. You're not entitled to anything else. I get 10 years of this under my belt. Your art isn't art, they don't feel it and nobody hears it. Initiative stay on the shelf. Your ego done got in the way. It gotta die today. It gotta go. You should be happy I lighten the load. The weight of your arrogance, heavy as stone. I make an appearance, they already know. That chip on your shoulder gon' crumble and fall.
It's another great exercise, but people don't do very much anymore. And the interesting thing with training with Robbie, which I ain't trained with him for 5-10 years, is he's still from the old days of muscle works in London, which is where it all began really. It's old-fashioned type of training with like just free weights. And here we're doing a press behind neck, which now no one does because it's uncomfortable and you can't press as heavy. It's not good for the gram. But yeah, we're doing it today. So if you've got any shoulder problems or rotator cuff injuries, it's not a very good for you thing to try.
Yeah, it's not a secret that you have been fearing the shit that I'm on, so you back to the brag and the boast. But I'm in a class of my own. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
So is that 5 sets?
6 sets on one arm.
What was the first 3? I didn't see what was going on.
Yeah, we're going to do first three. The first three is your normal, so you've got one side front.
Is that side?
Side, yeah. Standing side. Standing front.
Front, yeah.
Rear.
Oh, okay, from that way. Okay.
Yeah, and then you take the handle off.
Yeah.
And then you go again with the handle off. That was pretty much the same movement. But you got that little turn there.
Yeah.
So you're bringing in, incorporating a little bit more.
Yeah.
And with that one there, you're slightly different, more on the front shoulder there. And then with that bent over, you're just hitting more row.
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect.
I have to admit, I've got less veins on my penis than he's got on his body. But just. I'll show you if you like.
That's a widescreen lens.
Is it widescreen lens?
Yeah, you need one of them micro lenses.
Oh, excellent, fair enough. Yeah, Neil, but you realise my cock's closer to the floor than yours.
Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
Hard work, that was. Hard work. Woo! Alright, it's a wrap.
Losing control, I gotta know who's in control of me. Losing control, I'm gonna explode. Can you bring it
They're wide, but every time I train shoulders, I get a pump in them. The only way to get the pump out on the shoulders is to rest my arms on something. So now I've got to do a good few rounds of posing. So we're in the fabulous Rip Gym posing room. So this is really well lit. It's got all the angles covered by the mirrors. So we'll go through some posing now, which is obviously the last thing I want to do right now. But it's just what you got to do. So luckily enough, these two will help push me through it. And to be honest, this is probably harder than training. and that felt hard enough right now. So, I mean, like, for a bit of comedy humour, I might see if Robbie will join me for a guest pose.
Sounds like a lot. Have you seen my bum pack? It looks amazing.
I wonder what Yoda looks like posing.
Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. It's making me feel so weak. Feeling like a puppet controlled by some strings. It's killing me 'cause I just can't say what I mean. And everywhere I go is the wrong place to be. I think I should go home, but I don't know where it is.
Need a lollipop. It's me eating again. It's me on camera.
Exactly right.
Eating chicken and veg. With no knife. It's caveman style.
Look like a beast. Look like a beast.
Alright, so that's the end of a great session. So this far into prep and only a few days left to show day for me. It was great to train with Robbie and Warren. So thank you guys for the workout. Now hopefully you'd have learned something at home. We've done some strange, crazy Robster and Monster exercises, as well as some great exercises. But the key is to make sure you're exercising with form and taking every set to failure, and that you don't injure yourself. So from here, make sure you get some good nutrition down you, get home, get rested, and then get back in the gym tomorrow. Right, so back from a really good, enjoyable session at Ripped, come back to the Casa de Cranwell, and it's time for the best part of the day. And I really enjoy, apart from breakfast, which I love the post-workout meal. But what am I gonna have now? I have a few different choices depending on how hard I train. So we're gonna tuck into something right now. Now, if you're on a diet or you've got a sweet tooth and you want something sort of sweet and snacky at night, I think this is fantastic. So I use this with myself and all my clients. If you get a really good digesting protein, so I'm gonna use this Fireball Whey. Now they do a great flavour is chocolate. And if you've got a chocolate tooth, this will help fend them off, them sweet cravings. So you put like a handful of ice in a blender, and if you've got a good blender like a Ninja, it helps. Now, don't add the normal 300 ml of water. If you add about 200 ml of water, so it's gonna come out really thick. Now we don't ever really, I shouldn't advise you to ever use milk as blending, because the reason you're paying all this money for the whey is to take away all the rubbish that comes with milk, like the milk sugar, the lactose, etc. So we also want to speed the digestion up after training. So mixing anything with water is going to do that. So I put 1.5 scoops in, which is about 45 grams of protein. Just that little bit of water in the ice. Zap the lid on, and we'll be back in a second when this is blended. You have got to blend it for a while. If you can have the patience to keep blending, it gets really thick and aerated, just how I love it. Now, if that ain't woke the neighbours up, don't know what has, but that would be lovely and thick now. So it'd be really filling as it is if you want to have a low carb protein shake post workout. So that's what I would recommend. I'm going to have it with some carbs. So my two go-to carbs to put with this is cream of rice or puffed rice, because they're both really fast to digest. And it's as simple as pouring this onto some puffed rice, and it's great if you're on a diet. Probably even good if you're not dieting. So look, all of that is only 50 grams of weight. Now 50 grams of weight for all of that, which is this sugar-free, gluten-free puffed rice, and that has basically got 40 grams of carbs in. So that's a lot of volume for not a huge amount of carbs, and they're whole food sources, so it's actual whole grain brown rice without any sugar, but it will digest really quickly because it's been puffed and refined in that way. But if you add this protein shake to it, which I'll do now, it gives you some crunch and some bite rather than just eating a protein shake. That's good. You got to try that. Even you got to try that, cameraman. Dan the man, have a go.
That's good.
Not bad, is it?
That's really good.
That was really good. I told you, that ain't bad. That's really, it's just, and it's filling as well. Back in the old days, we used to combine a whey protein with a carbohydrate powder or even like a carbohydrate drink and blend that up. But if you're limiting the amount of carbohydrates you get in your diet, this just makes life, you know, a lot more enjoyable. Right, so that's been a day of training down in Essex at Rip Gym, and hopefully you've learnt a few things with me, the boys Robbie and Warren. You'll come back and see some more of the training footage we do. But until next time, get out my house.